Hey, what's up guys? Xenon Great here. There's been so many times that I've wanted to make a video on this game. I used to play Summoner's War so much, and this gacha has got me, that's for sure. This is my alt account. Today I'm going to show you the free-to-play tips that I have. I've played since the beginning on my main account. As you can see, this is the 7-day update. This is my 7th day on this account, and I'm going to show you the type of progress that I've made. Pretty good, pretty decent. But anyways, let's get started. First off, summons. When you summon, of course you want to only summon on a 2x weekend, at least for now. When you summon, you'll eventually get a legendary, typically a little over 50 summons. I think I got mine around 72, and that seems to be the case for everyone. So what I suggest you do is get that first legendary and stop using crystals to summon. The diamonds should only be used, I say crystals because of Summoner's War. The diamonds, they should only be used for energy. So save them. As you can see, if you go to the energy, you can get another 200 energy for diamonds. Very important stuff to progress in this game. Because without energy, you can't run raids, you can't do anything. You're just stuck. So, you get your first legendary, and you save your crystals. Okay, up next, we have heroes. There are many heroes in this game to start out with. I suggest keeping various amounts of them. Decimus is a great one, but he's used for later on. At least keep one of him because he can't be awakened anyways. If you're looking for more defenders, although you start with Rex, you may not get another defender rare. And to defend 3 guys, Nash can also do that. So if you look at his promotions, he can actually promote up to have an extra block. So since I have him above promotion 2, we can look and he blocks 3 enemies. Next, one everyone always talks about, Kook. Kook, he's helpful, but he's not going to help you progress through the early game. He's good at guild boss, he's good at various things, artifact material raid, but at least just keep him once, because you can see he can't be awakened. Furthermore, Voltus. Voltus you start out with. You can see I've awakened him as much as I can so far. I suggest you do the same. At least get him to 5-star and fully promoted 5-star, because he gains an extra attack, like bounce attack on his basic attack, and so he's kind of doing AoE non-stop. My next tip would be having 2 healers. So right now I got kind of lucky, but I summoned Lightlock. I didn't have to fuse him, and Lightlock's a decent healer. Lily, I've been using her too. She's kind of decent. Camille, last ditch effort if you don't have any other healer. It's more so, yeah, luck on getting the healer, because both of mine unfortunately are attack based. So if you get like Madan, who's HP based, it's a lot better because she'll survive a lot more in the campaign and whatnot. But I've progressed pretty well with attack based healers. Okay, up next we have Autumn. Autumn, she's very useful. You can see she ups your crit rate along with the crit damage of your characters or your heroes. She's very useful in arena, guild boss, things like that. And there's a lot of other fairly useful rares, but I suggest, looking at other videos from other content creators of the game, because I've definitely seen some with suggestions. Next we have the fusion heroes. So, I said I got lucky summoning Lightlock. He is a fusion, and it's really not that bad to get him. So, fuse Lightlock. He's great. Unfortunately, next week he's going to have a nerf, but it shouldn't be too bad of a nerf, and he should still be very useful. Livian, Once again, another defender. Save your Rex, don't use him here, but if you get an extra Rex, you can use him here. And then that's where you can get your second defender. And if you haven't already started with Theowen is great. He has a slow on his ultimate, and I suggest to use him too. Up next is your campaign tips. Campaign, you want to get to Chapter 8. Chapter 8 is where you get your last experience raid. The boss in Chapter 7 at the end can be difficult, but that's where the HP-based healers come in handy. When you run these EXP raids, the raid before this one gives you almost half of what this one gives, and this gives you a lot of experience. You should also probably only run this when you have double XP, because then you just get huge gains. But you want to balance your EXP raids with your gear raids. Gear is very important in this game. You're going to see that for Gear Raid 1, sorry, my game's bugged. I had it on widescreen, and this is what it looks like now. But Gear Raid 1, I've progressed pretty well for my first week free to play. I'm already getting, the gold and purple gear. And then Gear Raid 3, since I summoned a Razak, I progressed pretty well here. So I'm already farming up purple and gold gear. Gear Raid 2, on the other hand, I haven't done anything with it. Reason being, I don't have, guys for it. It's not worth me farming this when I don't have the people to reach those later levels. So I guess if you get a defender or a legendary that's useful for Gear Raid 2, I suggest maybe going down that route. If you get one good for Gear Raid 3, go down that route. Gear Raid 3 is going to be like marksmen and whatnot. Gear Raid 1, mages. Gear Raid 2, your defenders. Up next we have promotion raids. So promotion raids, they're pretty easy. As you can see, my marksman, of course I have Razak, but I'm already down to stage 15. And I think that's great progress within a week. Mages, pretty good progress. You want to get through these as much as you can. Get your heroes to at least promotion level 5. These red ones are more so for promotion level 6 because that's where you use your mythic extracts. Okay, now up next, shop tips. Perfect, my shop just refreshed. What you want? Buy the top row. Don't buy the 3-star Kook. Although, I said Kook is good earlier, he's not worth the diamonds for it. So buy these guys. Check, okay, there's nothing good. And by the way, when you first begin, buying these gear just to put on your guys right away is actually a pretty good idea. As for these insignias, buy the blue for gold only. It makes it so you don't have to waste energy doing the lower stages of the promotion raid. So I find it very valuable. Up next, you get a little invite code. You can see I already used mine to my main account, but basically I'll put my invite code on the screen. What you do is you go into your invite over here and it'll say invite code, and you can click that. It'll show your invite code to share with your friends, but if you type the one in on screen, that's mine. You can only do this if you're below level 10, but it's definitely worth it. Reach out to your friends if they're playing to use theirs. You get bonuses, they get bonuses, such as these. Next we got Tide. Tide you'll be going through easily. The waves later on become difficult. I think it's pretty obvious that you just progress through this as much as you can, along with making sure to collect the rewards every day. Faction trials. So the Pantheon, these, you unlock this at a certain point in the game. I forgot when, but these you just want to progress as much as you can. Clearly I'm not very far in them, but I'm making ways. This one I haven't started. And these are very useful for upgrading just basically all of your heroes at once, because you can use the bonuses here. And also, Don't forget that you can also assemble and dismantle. So for example, my yellow one, I can farm these blue. So what I do is I farm the blue and then dismantle it into green because you get a lot more green that way. But anyways, events. As you progress in Pantheon, you'll unlock these various events. And you can see right here, well, I collected it, but that's fine because I was planning to do this anyways. But I was waiting to collect this for when I was ready to start farming experience. And right now, I'm definitely ready to do so. So now I have a whole day of double experience, and I can go to that stage 7 of my experience rate and farm up experience. Oracle Trials, these are going to be against other players in the game, sometimes bots. Do not go out of your way to get first. I'm not saying that so I get first. I'm just saying that because sometimes there are events such as artifact material raid that will come up, and it's just not worth it for progression on your account. You can see this one's promotion raid. Promotions are very useful for your account, especially starting early. So I farmed it just as normal, just to promote my guys and whatnot, and I'm first. And it's because I saved crystals. This next one, level up, star up, promote. It's about to start. You can save your experience that you farm a ton of with all of your energy that you have from saving crystals, and you can level up and star up your heroes. Get first in this one. There's also gear raid ones, but don't spend a ton of crystals going for first unless it helps your account progress. Storyline. I don't really care for it, to be quite honest. It took me over a month on my main account to do. I mean, Volca is useful, especially Volca A1 for example, Gear Raid 2. But maybe try and get to the 3 times speed, because then you're, doing your raids a lot quicker. At least 1.5 times quicker than with the 2x. But I wouldn't focus on this. I would focus on progressing in your account first. Arena, you're gonna see bots, so I could probably guess that some of these actually don't look like bots. This bottom one might be, but make sure you spend your arena permits. That way you get your arena coins or whatever, and then every day you can come into your arena shop and buy the huge stamina potion. And then also, of course, rare summons, because you don't want to use crystals for summons. Next, you got guild shop. Join a guild as soon as you can, get the bonuses from the guild, fighting the dragon, getting the chest, getting all of your awards, using your, guild tokens, guild coins to buy rare summons. And when the time comes down in the future, you can save them for gold bonuses too. Lastly, I believe I covered most things, but lastly is the quests. Daily, weeklies, monthlies, whatnot. They're useful, but it's not something that you should strive for. Like, see how it says summon 1 time? I'm not going to do that because it's not a 2x weekend. But as long as you're, logging in, doing what you would normally do to progress in your game, you're going to complete them. So I wouldn't target to complete these. There are a couple though, such as follow, Watch Over Realms on Facebook. There's also YouTube, Discord, Reddit. You can do all those, and you get 50 diamonds for those. I almost forgot promotion codes. I'm going to put the current working promotion codes on screen. Make sure you use them. What you do is you go up to your account up here, go down, redeem code, type in your code, bing, bing, boom. Free rewards get sent to your mailbox. Also, ignore the background noise. Apparently someone decided to mow their lawn. But other than that, I may start recording summon videos. We'll see what people think. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.